Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Pascal Mayala. Today we don't have that much a lot of talking right now because I don't have any subject for today. At least I know that the WNBA playoff has uh has already started. Um, Before we talk about what I'm gonna talk about, make sure to subscribe on my podcast, Too Good to Be True podcast on my YouTube channel. You can notify, comment any on my video because your comment means a lot, and subscribe on my podcast because we need to grow this podcast together. Or if you want to listen to this podcast, you can listen to this on Spotify, on Apple Music, and Amazon Music. So you don't want to miss my podcast and and enjoy my podcast. But let's talk about what happened a couple of weeks last week. Uh, Chicago Sky Teresa Weatherspoon has been fired from the Chicago Bear. No, Chicago Sky for the Chicago Sky head coach position. And when I heard that, I was pretty much surprised, like everybody. And I was wondering why I don't know why she got fired. I don't know what is the management in the Sky organization was thinking to fire him. And it was confusing. But before I talk about what my thought, let I want to share what um uh Angel Reese got to say on her X phone on Twitter. So I'm gonna share it right now so we can read it together. So let's read this together right now. So it said, I am heartbroken, a little lost of words for knowing what this woman meant to me, such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person that believed in me, the one that trusted me. Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in a sport where nobody believes in you. You had a tough job. All the crazy circumstances that we ran through this year, and when your back was against the wall, you always believed. I came to Chicago because of you. You were an unsung hero in my life. We built a relationship in a short amount of time that will last forever. I will never question God why He brings people in my life and taking them away from me in a capacity that I need them. But I always believe that everyone is in your life for a reason and a season. You were the best reason and season. You didn't deserve this, but I can thank you enough. Love you, Teaspoon and Joris. So this is what uh injuries gotta say. And I'll say this, I was pretty much surprised when she got fired. Even even though I thought the season was okay, but but I said it I said it on my any result of the WNBA game for the Sky. I said that the Chicago Sky are a rebuilding team, and also said that they're not going to make it to the playoff. So I don't know why they fired her. I don't know what was happening behind the scene. I think a lot of people can find out more than I will, but I don't know why well, she got fired. We don't know. I don't have on the answer, but at the same time, it's what's best for business. So that's all I got to say about that. I hope Teresa Witherspoon um get another chance to be a head coach of the WNBA, and let's see what's gonna happen. Because the reason why I said this because I knew it was a rebuilding team. You drafted injuries. You drafted Camila Cardoso. You had a lot of veterans like Diamond the Shield. You had Dana Evans, who, by the way, she looks stunning every time I see her on social media. But I knew they're not going to make the playoff. I knew I said they're going to be they'll be competitive enough, but they're not going to make the playoff. And let the coach and the player grow each other. And in free agency, they can get some draft, free agency. That's what my thought. But they fire her. I don't know why. But but God willing, God knows their plan about who's gonna be the head coach of the Chicago Sky now. So I don't I don't know what's going on. But moving on another subject, and the WNBA playoff for the second round already started. I think the semifinals, but we already have the result of the game between and the Liberty and the uh, Aces. So I want to share it. I want to share it with you right now. So let's share it right now. So congratulations to the Liberty on winning the game one against the Aces. So let's look at the box. I didn't see the action. I didn't see the the game because there was an NFL season, of course. But let's talk about it right now. Uh, Now their scorer, like I said, Aja Wilson, fantastic game, 21 points, 21 point, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, no problem. Chelsea Gray need to perform better. 4 points is not enough. 4 points, 3 rebound, 1 assist. It's not enough. I know she's getting older, but uh, you know what they say. Father Time is undefeated. Kelsey Plum, phenomenal game. 24 points, 2 rebound, 4 assists, no problem. Jackie Young said 17 points, 2 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steal, amazingly. Even though the bench did not perform very well, but at the same time, you got a contributor. Meanwhile, the New York Liberty, Brianna Stewart, oh my gosh, she got a phenomenal game. Uh, 34 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, two steal. Jonquel Jones, 33 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, one steal, and 1 block. And also for 1 block for Brianna Stewart, excellent. Bijane Laney, Benija Laney, phenomenal. Actually, not phenomenal game. Doing her thing, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Even though I said that she said she's a different case. Oh, she's a different case compared to Chelsea Gray. So that's different. Now, see Sabrina Ionescu, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steal, 1 block. Great game, great stat. Even though the bench, like I said, the bench, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, everybody's contributing. But this game, I didn't see the game, but this game, I think it could go to 3. I think it can go to 3. I didn't do my prediction, but I'll do my prediction maybe another time. But uh, but congratulations to the New York Liberty. The next game will come up. It's going to be the Connecticut Sun versus the Minnesota Lynx. So, what do I expect? I think it's going to be a competitive game, and I think it's going to be a great team. Nafisa Collier, Corny Williams for the and Kayla McBride for the Lynx. They're gonna show up. Alisa Alisa Thompson, DJ Carrington, Dewana Bonner, they're gonna show up. So it's gonna be a tough game for in this playoff. So they said that the Minnesota, according to ESPN, this is ESPN people, according to ESPN, they are they are of Minnesota Lynx are favored by minus 3.5 against the Connecticut Sun. So I'm not picking. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick on my prediction, but it's gonna be a good game. That's all I'm gonna say about that on on this game. Now moving on from this, I will give you a sneak peek of two case of two subjects that I will talk about. The one is the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix. I will talk about it on my real talk, and the other one is if I'm not mistaken, is the NIL deal with college player if I say they don't deserve the money, but if the NIL they should it should the NIL deal should be handled differently, like the situation of Matthew Sluka. So I'll give you a little bit of preview of it. But let's talk about Vince McMahon, uh, the documentary on Netflix. So for those who not seen it, it's on Netflix, it's available. It is 6 episodes. And what am I thought? I thought for this documentary, it was what I expected. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I expected that it will come from Vince McMahon and that everything we people were doing the interview that we already knew. But they did I talk about a little bit of detail about his childhood. Who is Vince McMahon? Not the character, but the person, you know. But who is Vince McMahon, the person? And I don't want to give too much detail because I want to keep it on my real talk on my podcast when I will talk about it the next time. And also the Matthew Sluka for the for the NIL deal. I will say this. I'll just give you a little pick. I think both sides can be true. You know what I'm saying? Both sides can be true. Who's uh whose writing was wrong, and also we will we will watch a video of Gilbert Arenas and his thought with the NIL deal. So that's all I gotta say right now. I just want to get the sneak peek of the detail. So so for this one, the NIL deal, I will keep it on my real talk, another a real talk show on my podcast. So that's it for this podcast for today. If you liking my podcast, You can listen to, like I said, on Spotify, Apple Podcast, um, Amazon Music, or if you want to watch this on my on YouTube to see my face, you can go to my Too Good to Be True podcast video, and you can like, subscribe, notify, and leave your comment on the community or on my video because your comments means a lot to me. So thank you very much for listening to this podcast. Oh, and oh. And I forgot to tell you this. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at Pascal underscore Mayala underscore 15 or on X, formerly Twitter, uh, at Belly versus PMM. So thank you very much for listening to this podcast, and I'll see you next time.